Hi guys, Vince Vance here again. I've been using Bigo Live for such a long time now. It's become part of my life. I think I have managed to integrate it into my lifestyle. I've been using it for such a long time, but I'm still enjoying it until now. The reasons why I enjoy it is because it's kind of like hanging out with a lot of people, right? And they're all hanging out while you're live. And you have this interaction with each other. And most of the time, I am laughing. Because of the amount of stuff that people come up with. And also, I guess some of the stuff that I come up with, I have said this a few times, because of Bigo I've realized that I'm a little bit of a comedian. Sometimes I don't even try to, it just happens. A lot of times I would end up singing. It's natural to me, like even if I'm not live, if I'm just by myself, you know, all of a sudden there will be a song that starts up in my head and I start singing it. And then sometimes the problem is I don't know really I don't really know the lyrics. For all I know, it's actually the real thing. And I didn't know that I've been singing it wrong all this time. People who watch my live are very familiar with it now. One of those is, "Hey DJ, leave them kids alone," which is actually meant to be "Hey teacher." But all that time I actually thought that it's "Hey DJ," and they were saying something like, "Are you pertaining to R. Kelly?" I walk to work every single day, and it's like a 25-minute walk. It's not that near. It's still a lot of effort, but sometimes I would treat myself to an Uber if I'm gonna be late, or if I'm feeling like, you know what, I've been walking every day for so long, I deserve an Uber. I am trying not to do that as much now because I'm trying not to spend too much. Everything is so expensive now. One time, I was getting ready for work, and I'm gonna be late. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get an Uber. I get an Uber, yeah. And then every day, yeah, I walk. This time I decided to take an Uber, yeah, and you know what? I get to work, and then it turns out I'm not even working. What the hell? Who does that? Who does that? Walk to work on the days that you are working, and on the day that you are off, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna Uber to work. It's so bloody annoying. Imagine, I woke up early. What the hell? How did I get that wrong? I even spend money to get to work where I'm not even meant to work. My goodness. So people on my live kind of make fun of that. Once in a while they would mention it. Lawrence is one of the people who always comes into the live and comes up with a bunch of these jokes. Oh my gosh, I've known him for years. You know, he's always on my live. If he can make it, he will be there. One of his tricks was he has a lot of different Bigo accounts depending on what he's using. So his other accounts, he can change the names. I'm not following those accounts. Well, some of them I started to follow so that he won't trick me as much. But you can change your name on Bigo, right? No one will recognize you, especially if they're not following you. Or like if you change your picture, you know what I mean? Or if your ID number is not a name. My ID number is a name though, so it's gonna be hard for me to be a lurker. Let's call it lurker accounts because that's what Bigo community calls it. Yeah, you're learning some Bigo lingo from me. His lurker accounts, he can change his name there and then come into my life. I know I'm a bit naughty in a sense that a lot of dirty things automatically come into my head when I say things. You know, like when you say something that kind of sounds dirty, I automatically pick up on that. Well, most of the time, you know, I end up laughing. Sometimes I say not that kind of whatever, you know, not that kind of head, not that kind of wet. But in general, my life is normally just like having fun, you know, we're kind of just talking most of the time, you know, unless I'm cooking. I call only pans. What? Only pans. Pans. Yeah, so that's my cooking life. I call it only pans now. And unless if I'm cooking corn in a hob, then I call it corn hob. But still, you know, the content is just me cooking dinner. I feel like I'm multitasking. My productivity is maximized because, yeah, I'm gonna cook anyway, so might as well do a live. And then it's like I'm working while I'm cooking. You know what I mean? Most of my life is basically wholesome. I'm gonna try not to say things that are naughty. You know what I mean? Well, not that much anyway. So he changes his name into something naughty, you know, like sometimes it's not obvious that it's naughty. It's like, let's say for example, his first name will be Tess and then his last name will be Tickles, you know, but if you say it all together, it's gonna be something really naughty that I probably wouldn't think of saying in front of people. It comes up with a bunch of other names. But then, I started to catch him before I even say the name. He would do things to make me say his name, give a gift, or do 100 likes or something. Like, because you have to tap, if you tap your screen, it's like you're giving me likes. And then if you get to 100, it shows me, oh, this person gave you 100 likes. And then so you will be like, thank you, whatever, you know, whatever the person's name is. To show them that I acknowledge and I'm grateful for the effort that they're doing to make my life more popular. Managed to catch onto that, you know, I realized that, oh shoot, this is him. I would read the name in my head first before I say it out loud. Am I sure that, and sometimes I even think that it's somebody else, you know, sometimes other people do that, you know, they have naughty names and then I would have the suspicion that, is this Lara? Sometimes it's not even him. To trick me, yeah, he would just leave it as an ID number. So on Bigo, not a lot of people know that you can edit your username. And if you haven't edited your username yet, it comes out as just a number. So it's like, a newbie will have just a number because they don't know yet. If I see an ID number, I'll be like, change your ID number to your name, go to profile and edit. He started to do that. He started to come in the live and just put random numbers as his name. So that he will trick me that he's a newbie. He knows that I would eventually say, change your ID number to your name, go to profile and edit. And then I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I'm a ninja without a name. Don't fall in love.